Our guest is awesome. Welcome back to Hanoi in Vietnam. I got here a few days ago. Today I want to do a weekly review like we've done a while ago, like a really long time ago. And I want to go through the chart. I want to show you what I'm looking for this week, the pairs that I'll be trading this week. And things are working fine. So you guys are just comment in the chat and let me know you're watching this live. I would appreciate just to make sure everything is fun, everything's clear and stuff. But I'll go right away. Two announcements I want to make first. Two important things. First of all, if you didn't watch the interview yesterday with that was with Kevin Davey. I recommend you watch it soon. It's been published for like a day or so. The feedback has been awesome so far, so I want you to watch it for sure. Because Kevin's been someone I learned a lot from, and he's really an awesome guy. So, link below for that. The first link in the description is for that. Also, if you want to see more travel stuff, more tips, more travel and training tips, I do a lot of on Instagram these days. So that's gonna be linked below also. It's gonna be easier to post there now because I'm really busy on my schedule and it's just easier to post there than YouTube. But I'll still keep doing videos on YouTube for sure because that's like awesome, and you guys are awesome as well. But it's just gonna be linked there. So if you're on Instagram, then go follow me. If not, totally fine, no worries, no stress. But that's it for the quick announcement first. I see we have Fast Pro Gary. Welcome, guys. I want to thank you for being here for sure. Comment below in the chat if you're watching this live. If not, comment in the comment section. Just say hi. Tell me you're watching this or live or after. I would appreciate. And that's just always awesome. I'll be sure to say hello to you guys in the future. So I want to go through the chart today. As I said, I'm in Hanoi, and I want to do this where you guys also comment in the chat or in the comment section below if you're watching this after the replay. So if you have any kind of thoughts on this, and we can always learn from each other. You can learn from me, I learn from you as well sometimes. So if you want to comment there, that would be awesome. And give me your thoughts, of course. I think I'll share one trade setup that we had this week, one from last week, and I'll go through the pairs that I'm looking at this week after. Okay, so we'll start with the first setup for today. And this is a setup that failed. I'll show you guys what happens, and it fails in the sense that we didn't take it. Guess it didn't fail in the sense that the trade was a loser. Although if you took that trade, it would have been a loser for sure. Okay, so we'll start with this. So we're on AUD right now, a pair that we've been talking about in the past few weeks. It's at a resistance area here where we've been reversing a few times in the past at 1.65. No, 60.65 is the place where price reversed in the past. We see it here, 2 touches. Good place to look for bearish setup. Okay, over here. So basically, price comes there. I put the zone on my Ago to be able to trade with that zone, and I look for bearish setup. Now price so this is a weekly chart. Okay, of course. So we'll go on lower time frame. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll go on lower time frame to trade. Yeah, you could go on the daily chart. I don't look really well at the daily chart now. I look at the low time frame mostly. So daily chart, no setup on this pair. Now you go on the forward chart, no setup either. Basically, you keep monitoring the chart, or you use a system that we have for alerts. The same thing. Okay, you decide alerts, or you look at the chart yourself. You decide. 1 hour chart. This is where you have a goal setup. So basically, I'm just gonna throw in the Bollinger Band because it's not here for some reason. Oh, it's here. Okay, Bollinger Band on the chart because I traded with Bollinger Band a lot. And basically, what you'll see is that price came in the zone, and then we get this nice engulfing candle here, breaking outside the Bollinger Band. Okay, so the setup that I trade perfectly well. Okay, but I have a few rules more that I would be looking for. And one of those rules is, so it has to break outside, it has to make a full engulfing candle, so closing below the low of the previous candlestick. But I also look at, we need to go 5 pip beyond the low to enter a trade. So the low of our engulfing is here. Now we didn't go 5 pip beyond, we go like 3-4 pip beyond the low. It's not good for a trade for me. So the end, basically we'll put an order below the low, 5 pip, when the candle close, and then you wait. Okay, if it's not triggered in the next candlestick over here, you cancel the order. Really important to cancel it. Don't leave it there, because sometimes it's gonna wait, it's gonna mess around, come back down after, but you don't want to be in the trade there because that's not valid. That's just like price messing around. Okay, so you will put your entry below the low, 5 pip below the low, and then cancel it if it doesn't work, if it's not triggered. In that case, price went down like only like 3-4 pip, and so the order was cancelled, and price reversed. If we were to trade now, we would have been stepped up. Okay, so not a good trade here. But that's why we have the rule, because it keeps us out of bad trades, and you want to have rules like this to be able to make your strategy better. Okay, so that's the setup, and nothing more to talk about here. I still look for bearish trades, of course, in this pair. So if price is gonna come back, do another bearish setup on the 1 hour chart, forward chart, we can still take it. Okay, that's still a valid trade. So you gotta be kind of careful with these and follow the rules that I tell you guys. If you're in the academy or if you're kind of following our system, right? Those are the rules you gotta follow because they work better. And we always test, we always try to optimize things and stuff. But for now, those are things that work well. Okay. For me, so it might be different for you, depends on what pair you trade, whatever. But in my case, it works well. So we'll go at. I'll actually show you guys a setup we had last week, still open, I believe. That was on JPY, and we'll keep the same principle as before. So we look at the weekly chart first. Price was coming back to a support area at 136 to 140, okay, pretty big support. I've been reversing a few times in the past. We reverse, so we touch here, touch back there, again here, here, okay, like you can count these like all the time, okay. So basically what you want to look for is bullish trades, of course, in this zone, okay, bullish shit up. We had one over here on the weekly chart, not the best, but now we look on lower time frame. So price approaches the level. I put these zones here in my system to take trades, my algo, and basically I would look on low time frame, the daily chart, no setup, the forward chart. Obviously, if you have an algo, like you don't have to look at all the time frame, like you just open the chart, it's gonna take trades for you. Okay, so easier. 1 hour chart is where we got it set up, I think. So I posted this also on Instagram. So by the way, if you guys are on Instagram, just give it a follow there. I'll put my link below for that because I post a lot there these days. Okay, just like it, it's kind of nice. If you're not there, then no worries. But if you're there, definitely follow me. So price comes back here. Basically, we have this engulfing kettle. We have a few set up. Okay, so we have one over here. We've got one over here. Here's not a good one because we don't go 5 pip beyond the high. Or yeah, we do go 5 pip. This is the setup I'm talking about. Okay, but we had another setup over here, which this one didn't go 5 pip, I believe. Okay, so we could calculate, but we don't really need to. It's kind of boring. So setup over here. This was last week. Yes, 6th of June. We are today the something, I think the 9, 10, something of the sort. Anyway, so here we go. Engulfing candle here, breaking the Bollinger Band. So we get this nice bullish engulfing candle that's pretty strong. We would enter the trade 5 pip beyond the high. Okay, so somewhere over here. Stop loss below the low, 5 pip. So my rules is like 5 pip below the low as well. And reward to risk of 3 to 1. So we put a first take profit at 1 to 1. Okay, and the second take profit at 3 to 1. So I'm gonna calculate this just for you guys because it's kind of easier that way. Where are the tools? Over here. Okay. So something of the sort. Actually, the low is lower because we have some wicks. Okay, something of the sort like this. So 1 to 1 triggered over here last week. So we closed half the trade. We're good with the profit over here. And now I keep the other half for 3 to 1. Okay, I'm not gonna move this. You guys understand the principle. And then the other half at 3 to 1. Basically, we get an average of 2 to 1 for this trade if it's gonna be profit. If it's gonna be coming back to a loss, then we get 0. So it's kind of fun, not bad. Okay, so 3 to 1 over here. So now price kind of pulls back over here. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. If price comes back up, it comes back down. It depends. But that's the principle. Okay, so trade here open still with half in the trade, and that's how I see things. Okay. Now let's say you miss a trade. Do you still enter or not? That might be a question. And in my case, I will say no, because basically my rule is if I miss a trade, I'll wait. If I can re-enter like at the same entry or close. Well, usually at the same entry. Okay, so I would. So let's say we are here. To give an example that's clear, I would say okay. So I missed a trade. We'll go beyond. Let's say we're here. Okay, so I missed a trade. Now it's like here. I would still enter if I get a better price. Put the same stop loss. But if we reach the first take profit at 1 to 1, so the first take profit, I would not try to re-enter because like we're beyond the point where I would be breaking even. So if like price were to come back here, then I would not re-enter here because we already reached the first take profit, so no point. But if we go beyond, so if we stay here for a while and we don't go beyond the first take profit, then I would consider re-entering at the same point, okay? Like at the same entry, but not if we go to the first take profit, like in that case. Okay, so that's kind of my rule, and it works pretty well. So like you don't want to put a trade in where you kind of risk again the break even. like you have no way to breaking even. So that's kind of that's kind of my thinking about this. But you guys might have a different way to look at things, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Someone says the screen is very blurry. Might be your definition because it's pretty crystal clear, crystal clear over here. Why you change the definition on the screen? Should be working fine. Yeah, you can even go 720p. It's pretty good. So I'll just go look at your comments for you guys. There's nothing yet so far. Any questions? I'll actually remove this over here. But yeah, no questions so far, so you guys can comment below with your questions. I would appreciate. If you have any view, any thoughts, anything to look at, I'm just gonna pop up the chat. It's easier for you looking at this. I'll put this over here, and we'll go back on. Actually, we'll go back on the chart right away. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, just use the chat, and you can comment there. Now we'll go through the chart and the ones I'm looking for. So basically, the ones I look for are the ones that are gonna be highlighted here on. Well, they have the flag. Okay, the other ones are boring, no flag, so don't trade them. Actually, I don't trade them. You can do whatever you want with them. It's your account after all. So yeah, so I'm gonna go on the charts, and we'll take a weekly chart view only for now, just to kind of show you the zones and things I look at. And the zones, I kind of changed my color code, so now they're highlighted for. So the greens are the resistance, right? And these kind of purple, blue are the support. It's pretty clear, pretty obvious. So that's gonna be easier for you to see, for me to see as well. Just helps the mental picture of things. So ADCAT is reaching a support. So last week I was trading this zone at 194, a resistance. That's reaching a support. So you want to look for bullish trades in this pair. Okay, we're not there yet, but once we come closer to this level at 0.92, that's where you look for bullish trades. Okay, bounced a few times in the past. It's not new. Pretty strong level. So here, like 2 times, 3 times, like a while back. So we could look at this as a pretty strong support. Okay. LDGPY is doing the same. So reaching a support at 74.5. So not a round number, but still pretty strong support. This is kind of the extreme support, the major support, right? So if you trade here in between, this is like intermediary, because it's like in between at 82, but 74.5 and I would say 89 are the major support and resistance areas. So a good place to look for bullish trades in my opinion. Okay, we've bounced a few times in the past, and that's when you want to look for bullish trades in my opinion. Okay. ADNZD is not at a zone, although it's coming close, but we'll see what happens. We've been there before. AUD/USD is coming back to a support again, so same thing as the other pairs. They're all correlated anyway, so you want to be careful what you trade. Don't trade correlated pair unless it's in your plan. And this pair is coming back to 0.70, so a round number. But yeah, look for bullish setup on this pair. CAD CHF, now we move to the uncorrelated pair, a little bit different. CAD CHF is reaching 0.24, also a bullish area. Look for bullish trades. It's a little bit messy, so not very clear, hence why the setup we get are not that clear. Just gonna see if we have any setup so far on this pair. We had something over here, but I doubt this. Well, this is a good setup we had over here. I wouldn't take that because for my algo it's like not in between the zone. It's not like outside the Montreal band, so a little bit inside the engulfing candle. It wouldn't probably be triggered, but you could trade that if you want. It's kind of very similar. Make sure you put your stop loss below the low, and yeah, you could trade that very easily. Yeah, it depends on your rules and your algo and how it's set up and everything. The 1 hour chart, we didn't have any setup here. This is not beyond the Bollinger Band, so we couldn't trade that. And this would have been a good setup, although I'm not sure that's 5 pip, but you have to look at it more closely. Okay, or this wouldn't be triggered. This would not be triggered because it's like this is a bullish engulfing, bullish candle and then bullish engulfing, so it wouldn't be triggered. You have to have the opposite color for it to be triggered, and this wouldn't be triggered because the other one is not 5 pip beyond the high. So we wouldn't take that trade here. Yeah, so we had a few set up here, depending on how your rules are or how your algo is configured. If you have an algo, it's gonna vary. But for me, it's no trade here. We'll move to Euro AUD. I showed you this before, so we reached a resistance area at 1.60, a round number. Look for bear trades. The trade we have now is not a valid setup, so we have to look for more trades. EuroCAD is coming back to support area, although this pair is, I've been like hammered on this in the past 2 weeks, so I would enter a trade, but they're like not working out because it's like messy. So I removed this on my algo. I should remove this over here. I'll just keep it for you guys. But yeah, so no trade that I'm looking on this because it's like too messy and too choppy. It's like the range on this is really tight. And if you're gonna take a trade, like we have a few one that are losers, I'll try to show you a few. It's not a setup, but let's see, they're probably on the 1 hour chart. Okay, so like this trade has worked out pretty well. Although I don't think we reached 3 to 1. But that was a good setup. But then you come back over here, or maybe before that, and you see like these trades here. This is where you get hammered, and a few other ones in the past too, like for the past 2 weeks. Last week was good, but this year you kind of, well, this one did work out, but I think they get close to break even because they don't go 3 to 1 in your favors. They all end up breaking even, which is kind of frustrating. So there's no point going in the market if you're gonna be breaking even. Okay, someone over here. Well, this probably goes right. So it's not been too bad. Maybe I've seen it worse than it is, but there's been a few trades that are kind of going nowhere, so you wanna be careful. Okay. So yeah, if you trade, go nowhere. So depending on like your stats, you can decide to cut this. I'm probably gonna cut this soon, but you decide what to do with that pair. Okay. Years review, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna skip all of these because they're not at major levels. So this one is in between. Euro USD is doing the same. GBP CAD is between. BPCHF. JPG is where I should do trade from last week, so we're still at the zone to look for bullish setup on this pair. We're gonna have to wait and see if we have another setup. JPNZD is in between two zones. Last week I was trading this zone here, the bearish one. I was expecting a pullback to the zone, so we could get this again. That's why I kind of keep the pair flag. Pull back to the zone because we're still close, and you look for bearish setup when you get close to the zone. It's the same thing as before, but like instead of a reversal trade, it's more like a pullback reversal, but pretty much the same. JPUSD is between two zones, a little bit messy. NZD CAD also. S&P we don't trade. USD CAD is, this one was at the resistance area, so 1.36, came back down really strongly last week. Now we're in between. We'll see if we come back to the zone or we just go back down. For now it's kind of in between, but I'm just keeping it flagged to kind of see what happens. Okay. USD JPY is between two zones. I'm not gonna trade that for now, although we could have a pullback to 111, 110, 111, and look for bearish up there, but it's still a little bit far. And USD SJD, which is the pair I love, the pair that I love is in between two zones, so we have to wait for this. 139 and 134 are the zones we'll look at. Okay. So guys, we've looked at this. I kind of want to go back on the chat and let me just see if you guys have any question. Yeah, I'll be sticking around for like a few minutes, and if not, I'll go out to grab some dinner because it's a little bit late. Let's see. Alex says thumbs up. Thank you for all the value you share. Thank you very much, Alex. I appreciate. Philip, I love Montreal. Awesome. Perfect. Cool, guys. No question, it seems. That's awesome. Unless you have anything that's going to come up in the few next seconds. I'll just sit around a little bit just to kind of finish that. And yeah. By the way, this kind of place is really nice. This hotel is really nice in Hanoi. I've been here for like a few nights. The Wi-Fi really like was bad in my previous room, so I switched room to this new room, which is like really big and quite nice. So more videos coming for that. It's awesome. SC says, show the zone drawing. So here's what I thought, and you guys can comment in the chat for this and in the comment section. I actually plan doing a training with one of my students on Thursday about how to draw zones, because it seems like it's a really big problem for people, and it's an issue people have a lot. So we'll do a training and kind of a 1 hour session on YouTube on how to do this, probably on Thursday. If you guys want to see this, comment below in the chat or in the comment section. But it's going to be on Thursday, this Thursday, so we'll do that. so you guys can see it and learn more, because it's a big thing people have, like big problem people have. They cannot draw zone properly for some reason, and the biggest thing with that strategy is like if you draw zone wrong, then you're gonna be profitable at all. You're gonna be really having a bad win rate, and it's gonna be bad. So you want to draw zone properly. Okay, it's gonna move you from like a break-even trader to a really profitable trader if you draw zone right. Okay, if you don't, then it's kind of a big problem. Philip says, how has your 2019 been for you percentage wise? It's only like 6 months in a year, so you cannot tell for the whole year, but so far it's been pretty good. About 50% win rate, 48 I think. So we'll do more details on that in the future. Okay. Alex says, are you developing strategies at the moment or sticking with what you have? Basically what we're doing is we're trying to optimize what we have, so doing some different tests with the Monkey reversal. I have my student Alejandro who's kind of keeping track on this and organizing and backtesting everything. We've got a few people in the academy doing some backtest too, and like different parameters, rules, and yeah, ways we can replace support resistance areas, so like not looking in the zones and start trading right. That's coming, so we're testing that for now. It's going well for this, so we'll have some details in the future on that topic as well. Okay, on these rules, and basically we found out that like only one strategy is fine to still make a living. So yeah. Colin says exactly, so Colin knows that. He says, if zones are not right, you will lose. So it's pretty obvious. And yeah, Colin's in the academy doing some great work on that, which is awesome. So yeah, that's what we're doing for now. So only one strategy is enough to live from it. If you want to live from trading, it's fine. Just gotta be willing to kind of optimize it and make it better all the time. And that's what we're working on right now. So it's pretty awesome. So thank you guys, appreciate for you being here live or watching the replay. It's awesome. I'll be doing some other live videos this week. We have a training on Thursday. We have a motivation video I think tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see. And I'll catch you guys there. So thank you for watching again. Reach out if you need help. And we'll catch you guys pretty soon. Ciao.